So after a few years of neglect and a very tough winter where we had two blizzards in the Northeast, I am going to fix some of the damage to my driveway. Now this is a 30-year-old driveway and it's an inch and a half overlay above the original driveway. So this is a long time. And I done maintenance for it over the years, and this is why it kind of looks pretty decent for this age. And also, I think the hill helps with water not sitting on it. So, so let's get to work. So the blacktop patch that I'm using is SAKRETE from Home Depot, and it's no water added, all weather, and this is a 60-pound bag. Basically, you prepare the hole, you fill it in, you tamp it down, you do 2 layers, and you should be done. And later on, you could fill in the gaps with some crack filler and seal it up. So I'm going to try one pothole to see how it goes, and come along with me. So prepping the hole in the area is the key to having a long-lasting patch. I've done patches in the past that held on pretty good. So I'm out here with my little chisel, my hammer, and I'm trying to make almost vertical cuts. You don't really want it like a little bowl. This way, when pressure's on the patch, it just doesn't ride up the edges. It push against the sides and compacts more. So basically that's my strategy. Get a nice sharp angle on the edges, clear out the patch, and we should be good to go. So yeah, this takes a little bit of effort, but if you do it right and take your time with it, so you will get a good job done, and that's the point. Not doing this often and having it look good. So now that the hole is clear, I put basically a first layer of the patch. So this hole is about 1.5 inches deep, and I'll put like a 1/2 inch of patch in there and tap it down really good. You really want the little rocks and stuff, the aggregate, I guess you call it, to lock in. And if you tamp it down enough, and probably more than what you think, it'll really lock in. So that's my goal. So since this is a tight little hole with weird angles, I'm using a small hammer. I'm using a sledgehammer, a little bit of an axe to get to the edges and tamp it down pretty good, using good amount of force and a good amount of repetitions to get that locked in. And you can tell it's locked in where you can't really tamp it down anymore, and you hardly see small or any spaces in between the little rocks, the aggregate. That's when you know you're good. So my first layer is done, and I'm ready to put a second layer. So now I'm tamping down the second layer. It's going pretty good. It's rising up. It's still not above the edges, so I can't use the flat tampener yet. So basically, I'm going to get 3 tamping layers into this pothole. So once I'm done with this, I'm going to put the final layer, which should be over the top of the edges. This way I could use the traditional flat edge tampener and not like the sledgehammer and stuff. So when I use the flat edge dampener, this is where you're getting your finish. So it should be level or a little bit higher than the ground. And I'm trying to get a level surface. This way there's no bumps or anything. And when I seal it, I could possibly hide most of the repair when I seal it with a good sealer. I'll probably put crack filler around the edges of this to really lock it in. Basically, you do not want water getting in or underneath the driveway, the asphalt, because it'll freeze, it'll come up, and this is where you have your issues, especially around damaged areas. So this is my repair. I'm pretty happy with it. I tamped it as best that I could, smashed it down, and this is going to dry. It's nice and level. It's an improvement. Took quite an effort. I say this took me about, let's say, an hour, maybe a little bit less. And I got tired, yes, because I was really banging on that. So I got probably 5 or 6, or probably less than that, areas that I'm going to fix. Once I do this, then I'll prep the driveway with some crack sealer, and then I'll seal the driveway on another nice day, and it should be looking good. And I'm pretty excited about it. So this product was easy to use. It's got the job done. So I would recommend it. There should be a link for it to purchase it. I picked it up at Home Depot. And if you buy from the link, I appreciate it. I may make a small commission. I'll help out the channel. And hopefully, I think this is going to be in high demand because this winter was pretty rough. And this was the last bag in the store. So jump on it, order it, and have that driveway looking sharp without spending big bucks.